Hello, welcome back to another news video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. It is a good day. We have the first post of patch 6.5. Everything is about to hot up. Everybody at Square Enix is clearly getting that engine ready to go to launch patch 6.5. Coming early October. Again, a date has not been fully given yet. 6.5 then, called Growing Light. We now have some beautiful new patch artwork. This is a special site. It'll be updated over the next few weeks, and we'll be covering all of those updates because we're going to get some juicy information from them. This image is absolutely beautiful. Once again, we have familiar characters from the storyline so far, and it seems to very much be focused primarily around Zero this time around, as we've seen in a couple of other images. We also saw from the MSQ they showed off a couple of slides at FanFest Las Vegas where they showed Zero in the first, so I'm very excited to see where that storyline goes. It does appear she's walking through fields of wheat or something like that. I'm not sure what else is going on here. Beautiful sort of dawn in the sky, maybe a link to Dawn Trail. Remember, this will be the last section of patches before Dawn Trail next year, the new expansion, so they're going to have to lead in. It's very exciting to see how they do that. A lot of people will probably come back to the game just for that. We have very little information other than some reiteration of what we already knew, so let's go over that. But again, subsequent videos covering this where they have more updates will be in greater detail, and we'll get more exciting things. So just to reiterate, there is obviously a new main scenario quest with Growing Light in 6.5. We have the final part of the Alliance Raid Dungeon, Myths of the Realm Part 3, known as Thalia. This is wrapping that up completely. You can expect the third and final piece of coin upgrade material to come from this to upgrade your gear. So if you're still wanting to upgrade your gear, that's obviously when that's coming out. There is a brand new dungeon linked to that MSQ called the Lunar Subterrane. Very exciting about that. And of course, a new trial, which comes with an extreme mode as well, which is called the Abyssal Fracture. We're not going to mention what that is, although if you have followed on with a storyline, you know all about what that boss is anyway. They've not exactly hidden it. There's a new variant and criterion mode called Alolo Island. Alolo Island? I'm not sure how you want to pronounce that. That's actually in 6.51, which should be a couple of weeks after 6.5's launch, somewhere around that sort of region. And of course, that comes with Savage Mode, Criterion Mode, and Variant Mode as your typical rewards state. Hopefully, they've upped the rewards for the Savage part. I saw a lot of people wanting more rewards, so hopefully they give you that. A new Unreal trial, which is of course the Singularity Reactor, or Thordan, as most people know it as, is the new Unreal trial coming in 6.5. A lot of people are going to really have a fun time with that. Additional duty support. This covers their entire duty support for the entirety of the game now, because obviously they did the trust system for Shadowbringers onwards, and there was a bit of a gap with Stormblood, but we'll finally have that gap closed up, and everything will be able to be done, at least in the MSQ now, in terms of dungeons, with your duty support AI, which is really exciting, especially if you're the sort of player who plays at odd hours in the morning where there's less people to queue with. This is really good for you. Tataru's Grand Endeavor then gets updated. This should wrap up her storyline. This is in 6.55 and should give you whatever the final reward is. I'm hoping for some glamour, personally. Additionally, in 6.55, we also have the somehow further Hildebrand Adventures, so more Hildebrand questline, as well as the weapon enhancement quest. So that should actually be, in 6.55, the final version of the weapon. Very excited to see how they look, and of course what the glow is like, right? Tool enhancement quest, so for the Splendorous tools, that's in 6.51. I thought that would come out at the same time as the Mandeville weapons, but I was wrong. Turns out that's also coming out with the launch of the variant mode, so you have kind of like less to wait for. You've got that kind of gap covered with the Splendorous tools. Very exciting, although that might also mean that it's a small update. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the Splendorous tools. I haven't done any of them, but they do look amazing from the pictures people have shown me. the Endwalker Tribal Alliance quest. So they haven't done an alliance quest for the tribal quests, formerly known as Beast Tribes, right? Before that, since a very long time ago. It's been a very long time. This is coming in 6.55 with its own set of rewards. Cannot wait to see how the Leporits interact with the Arcasadora, for example. That does have a prerequisite of completing all of the Endwalker tribal quests themselves, so make sure you're max rank and finished all of those before this comes out. 6.55 is coming out in January, so next year, so you've got plenty of time. There is actually a new custom deliveries, which is Margaret. She's actually in Old Charlian. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, where are the Old Charlian robes, the scribes robes? That could be where that reward comes from. If they're going to give it us in this expansion, that might be your goal, okay? That might be your goal, and I'm really thinking it might be. If they miss that opportunity, I'm not sure where else we'll get those from. But a lot of people ask me, Meoni, where do you think the robes are going to come from? That, my friends, is my bet. And if I'm wrong, then it's one of those things. Hopefully it's not into the cash shop, and hopefully we can get it in the game like that. That would be the best thing. The collab between Final Fantasy XIV and Fall Guys, at least on the Fall Guys side, is already well underway, but the Final Fantasy XIV side is sometime in the 6.5 series. This is most likely going to be 6.55, or they do not commit to an exact patch, so that could be anywhere from 6.5's launch to January. So they've got until between October and January, or just after that, I guess, to figure it out. But it's going to be interesting content. I don't know if you like jumping puzzles and falling off things, but definitely check out the Fall Guys side because it's a lot of fun. The Xbox version goes into open beta testing with 6.5. A lot of our friends over at Microsoft who are, waiting with bated breath to try and play the game. You'll finally be able to try out the open beta testing, accessible to anybody, presumably who has an Xbox. So that's exciting for you guys. I can't wait to see more people in Eorzea, personally. Expanded free trial and starter edition. This then in 6.5 includes all the way up to level 70, right? So you're going to get all of Stormblood, which is exciting. Very exciting to see people get through essentially what is an absolute chunk of content for free. It's ridiculous now, the free trial. It's going to be amazing. Island Sanctuary gets updated with some Misk stuff, new animals to tame, a new currency they mentioned during the latest FanFest in Las Vegas. And I'm excited to see how that changes things and what those new rewards might be. It might be worth saving up as many calories as you can right now, so you can probably invest into that, although it is a new currency, so I don't know. New Crystalline Conflict Arena, which is called the Red Sands. I like to think it's called the Blood Sands. Looks amazing. They talked about that previously. That's coming in 6.51. Again, 6.51 looks to be quite the middle patch, actually. It comes with variant modes, criterion modes, as well as now the tool enhancement, as well as Crystalline Conflict's map. That's quite exciting, but again, I'm not sure why it isn't just in 6.5. New PvP gear, new mounts, minions, emotes, new fashion accessories, and obviously a lot of other stuff. Lots of mounts and things to collect, and new achievements and new quests and things. I'm excited to see how 6.5 plays out. I really want to see how they bridge the gap between now and Dawn Trail, so I guess we get to find out soon. Anyway, more updates on the special site as they get released, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.